The objective of this experiment is to determine the permeability of samples of coarse-grained soils. This is the equipment setup that should be used in the lab. However, we were given a task to do the experiment at home by using these substitution materials. A large clear container as the water reservoir, a cylindrical-like container as the permeameter, a water bottle with scale as the measuring cylinder, clear pipes with known diameter as the manometer, water pipe to connect the water reservoir with permeameter, electronic balance to weigh the sand, stopwatch to take the time, a tape to prevent from leakage. Lastly, a ruler to measure. Before we start, we need to prepare for the sample. First, find the sample sand based on the classification of sand. The amount of the sand is based on the container that we used. Then, the sand is soaked in the container to remove the impurities or debris floating. After that, the sand is washed by using the colander or strainer. The washed sand is dried under the sunlight for 1 day or by using a hairdryer. Lastly, the sample is kept clean in an airtight container after 24 hours of drying. Disclaimer: the apparatus setup for this experiment was shared by Group 3 and 4. This is because the person in charge are living nearby. Besides, this experiment is conducted by following the right SOP and washing their hands before and after the test. Other than that, the electrical machines or tools were handled carefully to avoid any accidents. The apparatus setup. Firstly, drill the holes at the container carefully, which act as the water reservoir and permeameter. Next, weight the mass of the sand by using an electronic balance. Then, transfer the sand to the permeameter. Measure the internal diameter of the permeameter and record as D. Also, measure the height of the specimen, which is the height of sand in the container. After that, place the water reservoir and permeameter on a shelf at different height. Connect the water reservoir and permeameter with pipe. Finally, set up the manometer by stick 2 transparent pipes on the shelf. The procedure. Once the apparatus is ready, open the water supply to let the water flows into the reservoir. Wait until the water remains stationary to ensure all the air is out in the permeameter. Place a cylindrical water bottle, which acts as measuring cylinder at the outlet, and simultaneously start the stopwatch. Record the time taken for every 150 milliliters. When the volume of water reaches 750 milliliters in the water bottle, then stop the stopwatch and throw the water. Continue the stopwatch when the water bottle starts to be filled with water again. Repeat until the total water volume reaches 1,500 milliliters. Record the height of both manometer as H1 and H2 to determine the difference of height. Finally, we can calculate the permeability from the data obtained based on Darcy's law.